Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Descent into Avernus. I'm Sigor, your DM for the evening, and here are most of our players. Looks like one has an empty chair, but he'll be back, I promise. How y'all doing tonight?
Woot woot.
Yeah.
Woo woo, yeah. All right, that's good. That's good.
We're ready to go to hell.
Yep.
I believe me, I'm absolutely ready as well. So, depending on how y'all feel about that, we may or may not make it there. So we'll see.
I believe in us.
Last week we kind of dumped a whole lot of here's how shit be. So there's a lot to potentially talk about, or not. We can sum it up super hard, however y'all want to do it. But I would like to know who's volunteering for the recap tonight.
I'll do it.
All right, haven't I? No, wait.
Yeah, Robin.
Oh, okay. All right, Doya. Let's hear what you got to say. Let me give you some theme here. Let's see.
Okay, I'll wait for the theme.
Hey, here you go. Make it epic.
Okay, there we go. So as we set out towards Candlekeep, we encountered a strange little gnome who was riding a mechanical beast, and he sold us wonderful items that were really, really expensive. We pressed on, some of us having bought things from him, some of us not, to Candlekeep, where our escort traded away his precious cookbook to get us inside. Inside, we met with Silvira Savicus, a tiefling, and a archmage sorcerer type lady, who seemed to know a lot about most of us and was expecting our arrival. She was able to tell us a lot about the history of things that have been taking place over the last 100 years. Between her and Rhea, we were able to piece together that Zariel, the Light's companion, came to El Terrell over 100 years ago and led an army of El Terrell warriors into Avernus itself to try to drive back the demons that were ravaging the countryside then. We also found out that the companion showed up 50 years ago that lit up the city to drive away a vampire lord. I don't think we were told the name of that vampire lord. Somebody can correct me on that. Silvira told us that since we seem to want to go to Avernus, there's somebody that she knows named Traxagore who is only like a griffin's ride away that could get us there.
Yeah.
What that was.
Soundboard.
Okay. And that now we have opened up the infernal box that had the proof that Fabius Krieg was working with Zariel, who is apparently also the Archduke of Avernus herself. So now it's down to us to figure out just how we're going to hell and what we're going to do about it once we get there.
That was very well summed up. You took the heavy points and you simply just said what they were. Good job, Doya. Take that inspiration and use it wisely, sir.
Thank
You
you.
have it for this evening. All right. Well, I guess with all that being done, we're starting a little bit behind here. I'm ready to jump right in. Anyone got anything else before we head over?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, let's jump to our main game here. So, as Doya stated, you guys are hanging out with Silvira Savicus right now in her little pet closet. She's done a few things for you already, like open that infernal puzzle box, tell you a little bit about your shield. Basically just went over a few critical lore details. But you guys were still hanging in there when we were just wrapping a lot of that information up, but I don't think we're quite done talking to her quite yet. So let's go ahead and head over there and speak a little bit more. So she just opened up this puzzle box for you. Proved that Fabius Krieg had a contract with Zariel, as Doya stated. And it's kind of just hanging out with y'all. I believe, Elgin, you were talking to the shield a little bit in front of her while she was just kind of spectating.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. She's kind of just looking at you all now with a bit of expectation. What are y'all doing?
Hello. I want to do something.
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, I just thought of something. I'm going to pull out my ivory dagger shards. be like, "Is this something good? I don't know what this is."
He's gonna hold it out to her. Okay.
Yeah.
So you take this.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Hmm?
You stealing some Final Fantasy 3 assets, man? What are you doing? You
Look,
get fucking.
Look! Stop judging. Okay, stop judging. You pull your ivory dagger. Okay. Now
Alright.
bad things happen. Now bad things don't happen.
Oh,
So you pull your ivory dagger and you hold it up to her. It's broken in multiple pieces. And she tilts her head at you and walks up and just hastily grabs one piece of it and looks it over. And she turns back to you and says, "Well, it looks like it could be worth quite a bit of money if you were to put it back together, but there's really nothing to this. It's a shard of ivory." She just sets it back in your hand.
Aw, that's so disappointing. I thought it was gonna shoot something.
No, there won't be any shooting with that unless you throw it really hard.
Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna put it away disappointedly.
Silvera,
Hmm?
are you familiar with any books here in Candlekeep on Avernus? I don't want us to walk in without at least some idea of what we're getting into.
I'm afraid, as odd as this may sound, you will not find any books detailing any comings or goings or details of Avernus. But I am prepared, however, for such an occasion, with the only thing available that I think may help a little bit. She turns around and just walks over to her desk and just pushes a book out of the way and unfurls a large scroll on her table, and then motions for y'all to come over. This might help you a little bit. Take a look. And she shows you a map. Let's go ahead and load you over so you can see what it looks like here.
Whoa.
Ooh.
In front of
A
you
map or a fucking picture book.
is a large... Also, I think someone's fan is blowing on their mic, just FYI.
Oops.
In front of you is a large map. Drawings of various weird, almost eldritch-looking locations. A river of lava, weird creatures jutting out of the earth, structures that seem not of this realm, clearly. It's all a big jumble of just insane structures. And then she says, "This is the only record of any type of Avernus activity that we have in Candlekeep. And I'm not quite sure how accurate it is, to be honest. I believe the mapmaker went mad who made this, so..."
Before or after he drew it?
You know, that's a good question. Perhaps during, actually.
There were no records from the original forces that went through the Hell's Gate on the plains?
Not to my knowledge, no.
I would have expected such a library like this to have something.
In times of war, when a battle is commencing, if it's long-term, sure. There are historians and calligraphers that take such information. I believe you're referencing the Hell Riders, yes?
I am?
I don't believe they were there for that long. Sort of an in-and-out deal.
I thought perhaps they'd been long enough to have some sort of record of their attempts.
Oh, I'm afraid not in this case.
Do you know what any of these particular illustrations mean or refer to?
Not a single clue. All these destinations are the artist's interpretations of whatever they found when they were traveling there, or traversing, or... Honestly, I'm not even sure how they would have came across this information or made it. Perhaps it's all made up, but this is the only document claimed to be from, or having to do with Avernus itself. So, take it with a grain of salt, perhaps?
And did they happen to say where on here, if we go, I assume through this gate where it opens up in relation to this map?
It's not necessarily a gate. The wizard I'd be sending you to has the ability to traverse the plains via spellcraft. He's quite good at it. He could pinpoint it. I imagine if you could choose a destination, if El Terrell is still complete or whole or even fragmented, would you want to go there?
I suppose that's as good a way as any, but there really are no distinguishable landmarks here that look like they are. Let's just say it looks like anywhere we go, we're going to end up on fire or impaled.
Well, that's... I won't argue that. That's possible. But you're adventurous, right? You're good at not being impaled, stabbed, and lit on fire. That's another Tuesday for you, yes?
So far.
That's actually not true.
You get stabbed, you just get used to it.
I see.
I've been
Precisely.
stabbed 37 times.
We've all, at some point or another, come close to death.
Speak
Well.
for yourself, gentlemen.
Oh, cocky, aren't we?
You're lucky I liked your student.
Yeah, he was cool. He's aight.
Well, you said you... I apologize. It's just been such an overwhelming story that we've been told. Your friend that can transport us to Avernus. Where might we find him?
Just south, actually. Not far from Candlekeep, but far enough to where I would say a few griffins would get you there most tastefully. It would be about maybe a 2-hour flight.
Right. Let me see, what time is 12:46. Well, I suppose today is as good as any to get this thing underway.
Are there any supplies or whatnot that we need to gather up for an expedition into hell?
Good
Yes, Silvira, does Candlekeep offer any complimentary supplies?
Complimentary? I wouldn't use that word. They have the equivalent of what I'd say is a general store, with also herbs available as well.
Ooh.
That sounds good enough to me. And I'll turn back to Silvira and I'll say, is there anything else we should know before we leave? And also, where are the griffins?
The griffins you'll be taking are actually a few stores above where we are right now. I will take you to them whenever you're ready, or if you wish to go visit the shops first, by all means. As far as preparation for Avernus, it's hard to say. I do not know if you'll find food or water there. I do not know if rest even works the same there. I would go well prepared.
And will the stables continue to look after our horses?
Horses. Horses. You came on horses.
Did-
I believe they will. I don't know if there's a limit to how long they'll do it before they just assume that the riders were dead or lost, but they'll watch them for a while.
We may want to go visit the stables one more time before we leave. Or not. I mean, I suppose it'll be fun.
I don't have a horse being stabled.
I'll go with you, man. I want to
Ray,
look after Chicken Sammy.
Speaks up from the back and says, while the horses are important, I'm sure, we have an opportunity to get to El Terrell. I'd like to get there as quickly as possible. If we have critical business, let's do it, but I would like to go.
Right. But just know, if anything happens to Harry Trotter, it's on you.
Are you saying that to Rhea, or are you saying that to Silvira?
Terea.
She just kind of looks at you. She didn't really make any expressions.
Well, fine. Where are the griffins?
Oh, we're not hitting that store first?
Yeah,
I'd like
I
to
want to
see
go to
what
the
I don't
store.
care about anything anymore.
You need some herb, man. You gotta chill out and get some to the store.
Well, I'm following you now.
All right,
All right, let's go.
are you guys heading down to the storefront?
General store.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take you back to just Candlekeep itself here. So you guys walk out of Silvera's quarters. She's kind of just smiling as you all go, and when you before you walk out, she says, "Are we waiting here? Do hurry, please." And all of you exit out into the hearth, which was that extravagant, massive. I wouldn't call it a library. Mostly, it has a ton of books and bookshelves in it, but it's almost like it's a tavern in the middle of it with that roaring fire. That ogre you guys saw before is still hanging out as he smiles and greets you as you go by. Are you guys just continuing on to the store, or are you doing anything here?
I'd like to grab some food and water off the little food place that they said was for everybody on our way to the store.
Sure. How much are you taking?
Same.
Enough to keep going off of, not like an extravagant amount.
What kind
So
of
like
food is it?
a ration's worth? Ration lasts the whole day, essentially. So a day's worth of food?
Yeah.
Okay. Stab, it's mainly actually quite nice food. You have sausages, cheeses, various breads, soups. Everything here smells very nice and well made.
Just sausages. Only sausages.
Just grab some sausages.
Yeah.
The priest
Only a
standing.
whole piece of sausages. I like look through and only grab the whole sausages.
Okay, the priest standing at there, tending to the area, just smiles and nods at each of you as you just go by and grab some quick to-go snacks passing by. Everyone who's doing this, you can essentially just add a ration to your inventory.
Yay!
But yeah, you guys continue on out of the hearth, back out in front of, not outside the gates of Candlekeep, but in that kind of open area where the stables were as well. But yeah, there is a general store there, and I'll say to speed things along, I'm not going to have y'all roleplay that unless you're asking for specific items. But yeah, everything you would expect to find in a basic general store, you'll find here. So tools, generic items, ammunition, weapons, and also the unique thing about this one is they do sell various herbs here. So if anyone's interested in any alchemy, now's your chance to ask.
Would they have the ingredients to make first level potions?
That is too vague. What first level potion?
What all was in that book you gave me? I think the only thing we covered was potion of healing was in there.
Inside of that book was a potion of healing, a potion of alchemist fire, and a potion of, where was it? It is right here. Antitoxin.
Antitoxin. Potions of healing.
The ingredient for a potion of healing would be a red amantia mushroom, and you will find those here. Specifically, you can find about 4 here, and they cost 25 gold each.
Enough to make 4 of the potions?
Mm-hmm. It takes a full day to craft a potion, however.
What?
Or 1 work day, rather.
That's weird.
How long will the mushrooms keep if we were to buy them? Will they travel well?
I would say probably about 3 or 4 days.
You get 1 of the mushrooms.
Okay, 25 gold. Subtract it and add a red amantia mushroom. It should be in D&D Beyond, so you can just add it easily. Does anyone else get anything?
Yeah, what kind of potions they got?
This place actually does not sell potions themselves.
Oh
It's
shit.
herbs.
Oh, just
like
herbs?
medicinal herbs. So you'd have to do what Doy is doing and get the components to brew a potion, more or less.
If I don't know anything, I can't do anything now.
And you can just ask about herbs themselves. I can name off like 15 of them, but you won't know what they do. You can figure it out eventually.
Is there anything that's weird that might catch my interest?
Among the herbs, you see a few tiny tongues mixed in there,
Ooh.
which that's kind of weird.
What is that? I'm just gonna point to. I'll just use Doya since he seems to be like the most. I'm gonna nudge him with my elbow. Like, what are those tongues, man?
Doya, you would know that's another ingredient for an alchemical concoction involving kind of like waking someone up or relieving them from a heavy case of tiredness.
They used to revive someone.
That's not what Jamie said.
I'm summarizing.
You lying to me. -2 trust points.
Dab will
I'll be
remember that.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not gonna get it. I wouldn't know what to do.
I'm not gonna get anything while we're here. I have enough going in.
Let's see. I guess we're not coming back for our card or anything like that, right?
I don't think
I just
so.
shrug.
I mean, you're presuming we come back.
Ooh.
Not all of us have sold our soul yet.
Don't
I wasn't talking about that. I was just simply referring to making it in there and out of there alive in the first place.
Very well. Do they have any items that look like they'd be useful on a trek to hell and back?
I got some water.
I
That
don't think this is the going to hell store.
is probably up to interpretation.
We need some ice. We get some ice buckets.
Okay, then I guess we're done. That was quick.
Yeah, I thought they'd have cooler stuff.
It's just Candlekeep.
I don't know, man. Those tongues are kind of cool.
You want to buy a tongue?
You should totally buy some, Stab.
Practice kissing it.
I don't do that with it though.
Gross.
Sounds like you guys know from experience not to do it.
Is,
I'm like, ew.
is anyone else getting anything from here? You guys good?
No, I'm going back to Silvera. Just yeah.
Okay. So you all went in there, Doya bought a mushroom, and now you're all heading back out to the hearth. You trek right through it, getting more smiles and nods. Everyone here is really friendly. It's a really friendly place as you're passing through until you make it back to Silvera's quarters. To which she was just standing there. Looks like she was talking to her tiny closet while just waiting on you guys.
You said closet?
Quasit, the little
It's the little imp-looking creature that
This little
she
guy.
has.
Okay.
when she sees all of you, she says,
Oh, look at that.
I'll say it took y'all about maybe 10 minutes to do the shopping. Y'all were really fast.
Balls.
She looks at you all and says, done so soon. Are we ready to go?
Yes, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Got our mushroom.
Well, I suppose, follow me. I'm going to lead you up top to one of the towers where we have some griffins stationed. Just a bit of information on who you're dealing with and where. There's a wizard named Traxigor. He lives about, in a tower about 20 miles from here. I've loaned him a spellbook or two, so he owes me a favor, and I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he will use the plain shift spell to take you straight to wherever Big Is Lulu he does. I don't know. A question for him. More importantly, Traxigor is actually looking after an old friend of mine, someone who has a history with battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you lot will enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu. As she continues out the door, as all of you follow her, you take a revolving set of stairs that head up for a good chunk until you enter a large platform, multiple griffins stationed here. And she immediately goes to a section where 4 of them are side by side, almost with a familiarity, like this is kind of her little taxi area, you know. As she approaches them, she stops and turns to you all and says, "So, who has experience flying?"
I was going to ask, is there some sort of training or tutorial? Because no, I don't believe any of us have flown. And I'll just kind of look around her? Can I see the griffins and everything?
You can. They're all saddled up. They're all kind of laying in these nice, I wouldn't call them nice. It's kind of just slightly soft bedding, like straw and feathers and whatnot, just to be cushioned. And they're laying there just geared up. And when she approached, they all just perk their heads up and kind of look at her and just dart to all of you, looking back and forth.
So yeah, I'll kind of take that in and turn back to her. So no, none of us.
I've flown, but not like this. And it's been quite a long time.
Oh, let's hear it. Let me guess, you turn into a bird.
In my younger days.
Don't
That
give
must
him a
have been
griffin.
quite some time ago.
Oh, you old.
Yeah, before most of you were probably born.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure Doya won't need any lessons, but the rest of us might need a crash course. And what I mean is a lesson in how not to crash.
yes, please.
I just point to Elgin and nod.
Truly, you don't have that much to worry about. If you've never flown, that's fine. You won't be really controlling them. They'll be flying to a predetermined destination. They already
Even
have
better.
instructions to fly you directly to Traxagor's tower, so no worries there. As far as falling off and whatnot, well, hold on tight, and you'll be fine.
So no napping. Got it.
I wouldn't recommend it while airborne. No, absolutely not.
There seem
Well,
to be 5 of us and 4 griffins. Who's doubling up?
No one, because you're gonna turn into a bird and flippy flap your way there yourself.
No, I've not done that in quite a while. I would not trust myself for that long.
Oh, then
You could
I
turn
assume
into a
Elgin is
mouse.
going to
That's what I was gonna
summon a
say.
magical flying beast that he can fly.
Turn into a spider again and get in my
Oh,
pocket.
wait, we have. It's off. It's quiet here. No one has anything.
I was gonna suggest he turn to a mouse and hide in Stab's pocket.
Yeah, and I'm gonna open my pocket and there's still some poo water in there from like all the sewers we trekked in.
That's a long time for poo water to be in there.
It's like the way
Probably
I got,
rank.
I got technique, you know.
They're large enough to where you could double up.
It'd be cool if you got in my pocket. I'm just gonna stretch my pocket wider. It's gonna start leaking juices.
At the sign of it leaking juices, I'll go, Rhea, would you care to double up?
Sure. I'm used to it.
Damn.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
She walks over to you, Doya.
Fuck you, Doya.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and start saddling up.
Okay, and as you do, the griffin sort of tenses its body, so when you're climbing up, you're not kind of wobbling back and forth like they're used to this type of treatment, and you're able to get on without much difficulty.
Oh.
And there's room enough on the saddle for someone to sit right behind you.
Okay.
What's everybody
What
else
happens
doing?
if I pet the griffin?
I don't know. What happens if you pet the griffin?
I want to pet the griffin on the neck.
Okay, so you walk up to one of the griffins. As you do, it's doing that fast head turning thing and tilts its head at you. And as you reach your hand out and start petting it, it just kind of pushes into your hand a bit.
Like, yeah. What's it feel like?
It feels very feathery and soft, actually.
I'm gonna hold my hand to it, and it still smells like the sausage I got from downstairs.
Well, fortunately, the griffin does not respond to that. Seems either well trained to not bite your hand off just because it smells like dinner, griffins.
Oh. My sausage then. I'm just gonna go up and start mimicking everyone else, I guess. Getting ready to get on.
Okay. Hayes and Doya?
Same thing. I'll bid Silvira adieu and make my way over to a griffin and saddle up.
All right. And Rhea is standing behind you, Doya.
I'll go ahead and start getting ready to board. Rhea, do you want to be in front or back?
Well, if you're willing, I'll take the front.
Very well.
She walks over to the last remaining griffin and hops onto it, sort of gets comfortable, and then looks at you and nods.
Guess I'll hop on behind her.
All right, so you all are on the griffins now, to which Silvera puts her hands behind her back and just smiles and holds her head up. Kind of looks at you all, almost looking a little bit proud, as she says, well, it's not often I get to say goodbye to a group purposely trying to go to Avernus, so all I could say is good luck. Hope you come back alive, and I hope you're able to do something for anyone who's still there, if they're still there. Stay safe.
Oh, thank you.
She smiles again and snaps her fingers, and as soon as she does, all those griffins just crouch down a bit and then push off of their perches, sort of shaking everyone on they're sitting on a bit, but not rough enough to like toss you off or anything. You all grip tightly onto these griffins as they just ascend up in the air, flapping their wings until they get high enough. They turn and exit Candlekeep to the south. You guys are now airborne. It's a little bit of a long flight. It's about a solid 2 hours you guys will be flying on these griffins. So I'd ask what you guys are doing, but you're moving quite fast and you're quite high up, so I assume there's not much going on, unless you want to yell at each other. Are you guys yelling at each other at all for any conversation?
I'm keeping my mouth shut because I just don't want to get bugs or other flying debris in my mouth.
Okay.
I am literally just hunkered down, holding on as tight as I can. Just looking to the left and right.
It's very cool up here. The weather is still temperate. It's midday right now, specifically right around, I'd say, 1 p.m. on Myrtle 21st. But it's pretty cold flying at this speed and this high up. But if you guys are just kind of bunkering down and holding on, I'll say we go ahead and we're going to travel for that 2 hours. And let me give you a little bit of flavor text how all this sounds.
I'd like to say that I'm enjoying the ride.
Hey, you like being in the sky. It feels
I
nice. The wind bashing your face. Maybe and maybe you'll get that capability again soon. Maybe Doyle will refresh those areas of his memory eventually. But the griffins take flight, and they head out south a little bit over the sea. You're kind of over the cliff edge, flying just below the clouds. Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller and smaller as the griffins soar southward. Large rocky islands pass below you, right outside of the cliffside itself. And you can see a huge open sea looking out to the west. After a long journey, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower, which is somehow floating in the sky ahead. The griffins fly up to it and pass through jagged holes, riddling the tower's conical peak to land on the top floor below, which has a spiral staircase leading down. These griffins settle in gentle landings, given the circumstances of just riding a frickin' griffin. All of you finally are no longer in flight, and you're still, which is a blessing for most of you, as being your first time flying. It's a little difficult to avoid kind of chafing, wearing armor and whatnot, riding on griffins, but you guys are grounded.
Okay.
No armor here.
You
Comfy
hop
ride.
off your... Actually, I'm not going to say you hop off. What are y'all doing? What do y'all want to do? You're sitting on griffins right now.
I hop off.
Again, that was awesome.
That was
That was
it was a
something.
good view, and it was efficient.
I'm just gonna be like, good job, buddy. I'm just gonna like pat it.
I prefer the ground, possibly, from now on.
Rhea will
Yeah,
Look
get
at
it,
the
get off.
world from up there.
hop off her griffin and just pat it a couple times.
Right,
yeah,
like
and I'll
that'll-
just head in. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
What's it looking like, Jamie?
Okay. All of you hop off your griffins and get your bearings again, being on solid ground. And as soon as you do, they kind of all walk off to the sides of this landing and just lay down on the ground. It looks like they're starting to rest from this trip. But there is that stairway down. You guys start descending it. One level down, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects, upon which it looks like some sort of continual flame spell's been cast. Let's take you guys on over.
Take me home.
And let me read y'all some more stuff here.
Oh,
Oh.
shit! I don't have vision.
Oh yeah, y'all don't, do you? Let me grab
Nope.
y'all real quick. I forgot to
Thought there
bring
was
everyone over.
continuous flame.
There is absolutely some type of continuous flame spell here. Boom. There y'all are.
It's still dark as hell.
Oh, you gotta drag your token over. Here you go.
To the where? Oh, okay.
So, let me read this text to y'all. Scurrying around the room is an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock. It's kind of like a robe. The otter mumbles to itself in common, mentioning something about a tuning fork, when it suddenly takes notice of you and stands upright. This little otter is down the bottom left corner here, and he looks like this.
Hey!
Aw.
What's up, man?
He, oh, go ahead,
Hello.
go. He hops up from his little stool he was sitting at and says, Oh, guest, Lulu, wake up, our guests have arrived. And he, waddles up to all of you. Greetings, welcome.
Traxagor?
Hi, I am Traxagor and my friend Lulu. Lulu, where are you? The sound of shuffling can be heard from across the room over here, where a small, golden, tiny little mastodon appears from under the pillows and starts flying its little baby wings to lift it off the ground as it starts flying over towards all of you and says, Oh, hello, I'm Lulu.
What is that? How do I expand that to look at that?
Looks like that.
There it is.
Oh, hello.
Whoa, hello.
And Traxagor looks at all of you and says, yes, I am Traxagor, and this is Lulu. Lulu sort of just gives a nod while floating in the air. And it looks like almost like a tiny elephant or a tiny mastodon with a trunk and these small, itty-bitty little golden wings keeping it aloft. Looks like it shouldn't even be keeping it floating, but somehow it is. And it lets Lulu lets out a pleasing, soft trumpet sound right after Traxagor talks to her.
I'll look at Lulu and acknowledge her and kind of nod, and I'll look back down to Traxagor and I'll say, are you aware of why we're here?
Indeed. I believe Silvera sent you, yes?
I'll just nod.
Right. You lot are wanting to go to Avernus, I believe, which is very...
Wanting and needing are two very distinct things.
It's quite dangerous. I don't want to talk you out of it or anything, but just know what you're getting into. I could take you there, but returning will be something else.
Spell attack.
I misclicked.
Get him.
All good, buddy.
And you are prepared to take us there.
Indeed. I am. I have a teleportation spell that should be able to take you there, and actually, Avernus is rather large. Where were you wanting to go there?
Did we get a copy of that map?
Rhea steps forward when no one answers immediately and says, If El Terrell stands there, please. To which Traxagor says, Oh, well, it's possible. If I'm not mistaken, it doesn't exist anymore in this realm. Perhaps it's in Avernus itself? I could lock onto something there. Maybe. I need my tuning fork, actually, to do this. Which is what I was looking for. Could any of you help me out, please? Well, I know I left it somewhere.
Sure.
Traxagor starts
problem.
walking around the room looking for this fork. Anyone who's actually trying to help him find this, make a perception check.
On it.
I made one too.
Okay, so Doya, Hayes, and Stab. Elgin, you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stab, as you're walking across the room right where you are, you kick something metal on accident. When you look down, it looks just like a tuning fork.
I'm gonna pick it up and be like, I'm walking over to him. Is this it?
He turns to you and says, "Oh, that's it! Yes, that's it! That's the one attuned to the 9 Hells!" And he grabs it from you.
I'm gonna walk over and look over his shoulder and see what he does.
He looks it up and down and says, "This will be our focus for when I cast the plane shift spell. Hopefully, I suppose whenever you lot are ready. If you'd like to, Lulu actually has been to there before. If you want to speak with her before you head out."
Sure.
How big is Lulu?
Lulu is very small. Let me get her actual size for you. Yeah, she's considered small. You're considered medium as a human, so she floats maybe about from your chest to the top of your head is about her size.
Oh, that's
So
bigger
pretty
than I
small, like maybe a floating dog.
thought.
Traxagor, are you aware that you seem to be an animal?
Wow.
He looks at you and chuckles a bit. Absolutely. To be quite frank, I prefer this form. I could fit so many more places and move around so quickly. Little mishap with some true polymorph, but I decided why remedy it. I'd rather be this.
Well, there's nothing with different forms. It's just I wanted to make sure you knew.
Oh, quite.
I mean, he's low to the ground. I'm pretty sure he figured it out.
Be like, I'm gonna nudge him a little bit and be like, "Hey man, be cool," just like that, because he's fucking all right.
Yeah, but we're trying to trust this guy to send us to the 9 Hells. I don't want to end up there as a puppy.
Be like,
Well, I mean, Doya, can you teleport us to the 9 Hells?
No, but I also know how easy it should be to turn to and from a puppy.
I
If
think
he
you look
wants
great.
to be an animal, let him be an animal.
Okay,
And we
I'll let
just get on with this now.
I'll let it ride.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Swallowed
Me
you.
and Stab bump into each other. Oh shit!
Excuse me. All right, we're talking to Lulu.
Are you?
Yeah. Be like, so you've been there before, huh?
I have. I think. No, I know I have.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was with the angel Zarya when she assembled her army of Hell Riders to attack Avernus. Through the gate we went, tearing through devils like a song through air. Victory was in our grasp until some of the Hell Riders betrayed us. They retreated through the gate and sealed it behind them. But before she was captured, Zariel told me to hide her sword so it wouldn't fall into evil hands. Someone helped me hide the sword, but I don't remember who. We found a place to hide it, but I don't remember where. And I escaped Avernus, but I don't remember how. Most of my memory is gone, and I don't remember why.
Well, that's a lot of not remembering.
What was so cool about the sword?
She doesn't remember, probably.
She said it was cool. You must have hidden it for a reason. Do you remember that?
It was really, really, really important. But
You guys are right.
I,
Keep going.
I don't remember.
Damn.
Was it
Okay.
important just to her or important to anyone?
Well, all angels are blessed with a very unique weapon, and normally it's a blade. That was hers, and it... I don't remember what it does exactly, but...
Do you remember anything about the day that you said the Hell Riders were betrayed?
No, the Hell Riders weren't betrayed. Well, some of them were, I guess. But
The ones that were left here, it seems.
those ones, those and myself and Sario were left trapped.
And what happened after you were trapped? Or do you not remember?
I don't remember. I only know that someone helped me hide the sword and somewhere.
Do you think this sword could help us?
When you say that, she starts nodding as if she knows exactly why, and says, "Yes. If we find it, it will change everything. Somehow."
I'd like to reach out and touch Lulu and cast guidance. Maybe that will help her with her memory.
Sure. You reach out and cast guidance, and she, as soon as you do, she looks at you, and when she feels you touch her, she realizes what's being cast on her, and she says, "Oh, yes, please, that may help." And she closes her eyes tightly, and her ears puff out and stick and just start shaking as she squints harder and harder, and then sighs, looking at you, and says, No, maybe it won't help. But it was a good try. Thank you."
You're welcome. Maybe one day your memory will return.
I want to go back to Avernus. You all are going. And I want to go with you. Please. I can help. I'm stronger than I look.
Ooh, cool. I'm down with that. Sure.
Well, I would be a fool to turn down help.
Yeah. Experience is always welcome.
Yes.
Lulu
Where
twirls
you at
in a circle and kind of puffs her ears out as she shoots her trump in there and lets out a very pleasing just toot in the room and says, "Excellent. We'll travel together. I'll help you and I'll do my best."
Yay.
That's all we can ask.
I guess we should get going.
Yes, we should.
All right.
Traxagor walks
Oops,
up
there you are.
from the side and says, "Well, if I'm... Lulu, if you're going, well, I'm not going to stop you. Just, stay safe. You were a great friend. It was so much fun hanging out with you. I will be lonely without you here, but don't stay for my benefit. If people need you, you go. It's the right thing to do."
We'll bring her back.
Lulu flies over to Traxagor and hovers down near him and wraps his trunk around him and hugs him. To which he hugs her back. And then she floats back a bit. And Traxagor says, Yes, my friend, I will miss you. But, I suppose it's time to go to hell. So, if all of you are ready, please, come near.
Front flip.
I'll just walk past them.
I'm just gonna walk.
So you all stand around Traxagor, to which he looks at all of you, and it looks like he's counting how far away all of you are from him, as he moves as centered
shit.
as he can. And he says, Right. All right. I'm going to send us to the first level of the Hells, to Avernus. And I'm going to focus on a familiar location. El Terrell. Is that where we're trying to go, if it exists?
Yes.
It's as good a place as any if what I looked at on that map is accurate.
I'd like to, again, cast guidance on this guy. Maybe help him out with it.
You gonna cast guidance while he's doing it?
Yes. Because I don't want to end up in El Terrell as a badger.
Start
Okay,
whispering, make him a badger, make him a badger, make him a badger, make him a badger.
you cast
Mushroom, mushroom.
guidance on Traxagor's. You just hastily touch him and then just not lingering, doing it quickly because it looks like he's channeling some powerful magic here. And then you see him slowly squat down. And then he takes his tuning fork with his eyes closed and taps it on the ground. And the moment he taps it, everything goes black. You all don't see anything. You don't hear anything. You don't smell anything. All your senses are dulled. It's almost like you're in a different entire dimension altogether. And slowly, your vision starts to come back to you. And let me show you, or let me tell you, what everything looks like here.
Oh boy, here we go, boys.
And you telling me that she just a friend?
A hot, stinging air assaults your senses. You find yourself in a city street lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, as you look up and you hear the cackling and cracking of energy and lightning shoot off this 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness as it discharges stokes of bluish-white lightning that strike at the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress. As you're all just looking at all of this, Traxagor is looking up at this sphere, and he starts shaking, and you hear him utter a few arcane syllables, and just like that, disappear in the blink of an eye. Let's take you guys to the scene. So for this screen, by the way, your tokens will be here. I have Lulu representing you all, but please don't move your tokens. They're at the bottom right.
Okie dokie.
As you can zoom out and see you are all right.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
you are surrounded by these almost collapsed buildings. Some on fire, some not. The air feels awful here. The heat feels awful here. That sphere is up in the sky just doing its thing, which looks like it's just striking the city sometimes and helping tear it apart. You guys are definitely somewhere right now. And when Rhea notices that keep on the peak, she says, "Gods, we're actually here. This is it. This is El Terrell."
Can we see where the peak is? Is
It's
it
on the
like
map.
This map?
Yeah, if you zoom out and go to the left, you can see it.
Is it right here?
No. Zoom way out. Oh, yeah, over here on the left.
Oh shit! Oh, it's like a whole other sphere. Okay.
What would you all like to do?
Any size of people?
You don't see anyone around right now.
This place sucks.
Well, I
Well.
think that's the whole point of this place, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah. I guess I'm just gonna start following Rhea if she makes her well towards the peak.
Rhea hasn't started moving yet. It seems like she's
I'll-
waiting on y'all.
I'll look to Rhea
Oh.
and say, does any of this look familiar to you? Ring a bell?
She looks around the nearby area and says, it does and doesn't. I'm everything looks so different. All I know is and she points over at the distance in the keep. There. If anyone still stands, if the guard stands itself, they'd be at the keep at High Hall.
Okay.
Let's make our way.
It seems like that's where we need to go then.
Onward march.
So you
Off we
guys have multiple paths to choose right now, as you are currently in city exploration mode, with Lulu representing y'all. Do you want to travel north, west, east, or south?
I guess, is this, let's see. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can y'all
that's
see that?
like
Yeah.
west, southwest.
Yeah. Can we go that way?
Yeah.
Sure.
I assume the straight line's the best.
So, you all turn and start heading southwest. Let me grab y'all and start moving you.
I'd
Can I
like
be
to.
like?
That's a lot of feet. I'm assuming the measurement's not accurate.
Yeah, ignore that. That's not accurate.
Can I be on like super perception mode, Jamie, as I walk by, or are you just gonna bone me?
You can.
Okay.
Go ahead and make.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just say you're kind of watching your surroundings. Just make a perception check for me. I think my camera's gonna autofocus on y'all anytime I move Lulu. I can fix that.
Shit.
Okay. You are enamored with the sphere in the sky as you keep trying to watch these alleyways you're passing, but this thing is just looking nuts right now because it truly is. But you guys
Well, at least I
proceed
didn't
on.
drop my weapon, right?
True.
Cool.
But you start making your way down this road to the southwest, and you don't make it very far. You make it to about right here when you hear shouting coming from around the corner. It sounds like a woman. And the words you hear are, "Hurry! Children, hurry! Faster! Faster!" And let me show you what's going on here, because you guys are going to have a chance to do something about this. Rounding the corner from this crossroads as you all are walking up, you see a woman and her two twin girls round the corner. A few of you can also see that they're being chased by some weird, large, bearded, devilish creatures. I'm going to take y'all over there.
It's old Snakebeard again. Oh shit. Where are we? Yeah, that's Snakebeard.
So looking ahead, you see these three devils chasing this this small group. What would y'all like to do? You have the option of if you want to try to move in, you can, or if you want to stop and just wait to see how things go, you can. But which of those two things are you doing?
I'm wild shaving.
Well, not yet.
What'd you say?
You'll have an opportunity to, but you're going in there. I got you. I just need to know what everyone else is doing.
I'm gonna try like these. They haven't noticed us, have they?
No, they're just chasing the family there.
I'm gonna kind of keep a low. I'm gonna try and get close, but keep a low profile.
Okay. Everyone else?
Um.
Wrong
So
song.
she came running out of a house with their kids.
Yes. No. She rounded the corner at the crossroads.
Okay. And these things are chasing them.
Yes. I just need to know if you're kind of trying to lay low or if you're trying to engage. There's no time for any like shooting beams or transforming or anything like that. It's literally just, are we hiding or not?
I will not hide. I'll look and say, just quickly, I'll say, we have to help.
The moment you say that, Hayes, Rhea is immediately drawing her sword and sprinting forward, and Lulu propels herself moving forward as well. We're gonna go into some combat,
Protect
Yeah.
Lulu.
but before we
At all
do,
costs.
let's take a quick break before we start some combat.
Oh, cool. I was holding it in, Jim.
We're gonna take a 10-minute break, and then we're gonna fight some devils, I believe. So everyone out there, be
Oh,
patient. We're gonna be right back, okay? Stay tuned.
All right.
And we are back. We're back to our first encounter. What's going to happen in Avernus here? Let's go ahead and add everyone to the combat wheel here. Remember how to do it, guys? Right-click your token and click the little shield with the crossed swords. Put yourself in battle mode.
Ooh, I swear to God, if these fucking children are evil.
Can we do this while paused?
Yeah, we're paused.
Oh, no, you can't. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, wait, what was I doing? There we go.
And then roll your initiative, please.
Right.
Our family's going to get 1 initiative, actually. We're not going to have the kids be their own thing. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. We are ready to do some fighting. So, Lulu and Rhea are rushing in. After what you said, Hayes, and everyone else, you could still stay back if you want to. You're not actually up in the front yet, but you're probably about to be. So, first up, we are going to have Stab. How is this all beginning?
All right, let's see how far Stab could walk with the measuring tool.
Epic.
Whoops.
That's not it.
So you explode a red sphere on the board?
Hold on a second.
We all explode.
Start off with technical difficulties. All right, cool.
So click
Dad's
the
first act, kill all of us.
Stab. Click the human at the top left, and then on the bottom right, there's a ruler.
Right. Okay. What is? I could dash double my movement, right?
You can
It is
cunning
your
action.
Oh yeah, he's got cunning action. So your bonus action, you can.
I really feel like if I attack the demons, it's like, what's it called? I'm like profiling these demons. You know what I mean?
Well, Stab, you better make a decision, otherwise they're gonna do something.
All right, Stab doesn't like this because he knows he's in hell, but he's just gonna, whatever appearances. Sometimes you look away for a certain reason, I guess. And I'm just gonna come over here and fuck some demons up, I guess. All right, now I can't move.
You gotta switch back to the cursor at the top. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
What's your movement speed, Stab?
30.
Okay, you went more than 30 there. 5,
I did?
10,
Fuck.
30. 30 is right there.
Okay.
You have a ranged weapon?
I do. I'm gonna stay right here. And I'm going to just fucking...
Oh,
I guess...
Lulu.
I'm gonna yell out halt, and I'm going to fire a warning shot right here.
A warning shot, okay.
We don't do warning shots here.
The warning shot's the first shot you fire that misses.
Make an attack roll for me, Stab, but it's a really... Your target's AC is like nothing. It's aim for the ground. Just to make sure you hit at that area. Okay, so you fire an arrow right in front of the one in front's feet as you shout them to halt. They pause in their tracks and look over at you and immediately aim their glaives in your direction. It looks like you have their full attention now.
Cool, mission accomplished, right?
Is that all you wanted to do?
That's
We
all I'll
think.
do.
Okay, in that case, Hayes. Stab ran up and threatened these devils. He is out in the open now. What are you doing?
I will kind of shoot a confused face over towards Stab. Right. Okay.
It could be cool.
And I'll run up here. Are these barrels? Is all of this area here? Is this all the same elevation, or is it like broken
It's like
up? And
cracked
are we
stone.
higher?
It's roughly the same elevation. The difference might be like half a foot. It's just cracked and torn up road.
Okay. Then I will take. All right. So then I will come up behind these broken barrels and lay out the palm of my hand, form an icicle in it, and shoot it toward this one here for it to explode basically here.
Okay, what do we gotta do here?
So I have to make an attack roll, and you need to make 3 dex saves.
All right.
And I'm casting this at the 3rd level.
2 and 3. From top to bottom to left, you have a.
So spell save is 16. So 1 save, 2 fails. So the ones that fail are going to take 20 damage.
Ooh.
So let me get the. Let me see if it breaks it down here.
6 piercing,
So
14
6
cold.
piercing and 14 cold.
All right, let's see.
Half damage on the save. So it'd be 7 cold damage.
Only the one right here takes the actual, like, the first roll, the
Piercing.
damage roll.
They will take 6 piercing plus 14 cold. This one will take 14 cold. This one will take 7 cold.
Okay. This huge shard, bigger than any you've shot thus far, flies right at this devil and cuts into him. It just pierces through his side and lands in between all of them, exploding in just an array of almost like bullets flying out at them. As it looks like you did some heavy damage to the one up front. It does look like your ice wasn't as effective as it could have been, but you definitely did damage with it the same. The top one succeeded, the one on the left failed, the one on the bottom. Okay, took care of the bottom one. What was the damage on a success? Sorry.
On a success, it would have been 7 cold damage.
Okay. So yeah, the one up top.
Fail, it would be, so the bottom one would be 14, the top one would be 7.
Okay, the one
Assuming
up,
they don't have any other resistances.
the one up top didn't look much affected at all, but the one in the back did take some damage still.
And I will take cover behind these barrels here.
Okay. That's going to take us to Elgin. What are you doing, Elgin?
Yes. I'm actually gonna cast Misty Step.
Oh.
And I'm gonna place myself, about right there. With these two guys. And we're gonna get to swinging. Does a 14 hit either of these guys? I doubt it.
Which one are you swinging at specifically, the top or bottom one?
This one right here.
Okay, you swing at this one, and your mace just barely misses as he's able to just dodge.
Well, then poo-poo water. That's all I got.
Okay, you hold your ground in between these devils, stopping their pursuit. That's going to bring us to one of them, actually. The one under you, Elgin.
Mhm.
Which, seeing you appear in between them, will see you as the closest threat right now and go to engage. He
Alright.
first is going to... He's going to swing at you twice. The first thing that comes at you, actually, is cuts you a little off guard, as he doesn't even swing at you first, but his beard does. As his beard flings out at you.
Ugh.
Gross. Good God!
And just
Damn.
cuts right in the chips of your armor. I need you to make a Constitution savings throw. As you are taking five piercing damage as it cuts into you. However, you are now poisoned for the next minute.
Awesome.
While you're poisoned, you cannot regain hit points. That's all this poison's going to do to you. But you
Okay.
can make this saving throw again at the end of each of your turn, and it ends when you get a success.
Gotcha.
But it ain't done. That was just its beard. Now it's actually a swing with its main deal at you.
Awesome.
This one, however, you weren't ready for the beard, but you had your shield up for the glaive as it slams onto that demonic shield you carry. And that's going to be the end of his turn, which is going to bring us to the lady and the kids. As the woman sees you all fighting them off, she stops fleeing and runs her and her with the children over near one of these houses and ducks in cover and makes them huddle with her. I can select them. Jesus. There we go.
I believe in you.
As she positions herself in front of him and just holds her ground. She seems to have a bow on her back as well, but she's currently not using it. That's going to bring us to Rhea, who is gung-ho about charging in. She might not be able to make it, though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just short as she runs up next to you, Elgin, and holds her shield up ready to parry any attacks, taking the dodge action.
All right.
It's going to take us to the other bearded devil, which is, they're starting to surround you a bit now, Elgin. This one's right up on you, as he, too, is going to fling at you with that beard and then his glaive.
All right. The fuck?
Which this one also catches you with his beard for 5 damage.
Man, beards are super effective against you, man.
Apparently. Jesus Christ.
He follows up with his glaive, which I don't actually think that... Does that hit?
Nah, the AC's 20.
You're able to hold him
Bitch.
off with that shield, just parrying these glaives off. And that's all he's going to do, which is going to bring us to the third bearded devil. Which this bearded devil is actually going to beeline straight to the man who shot that ice.
No.
As he runs up in these barrels, his beard just like a bunch of snakes just coiling out as one lashes towards you, Hayes.
Ah, gross.
And here's his beard attack.
I will throw my hand up and shield that one away.
Okay, his beard looks like it's coming right for you, but hastily you just wash this energy over your body as this barrier forms and it slams into it, not able to pierce. Right after that beard struck your shield, it looks like he was already cocked back with his glaive as he's swinging down towards you.
Ah, gross. Gross. Oh, no.
Which this swing will pierce through that barrier and strike you for 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
That is half of my health.
And I need you to make a Constitution savings throw.
I say, Segura, are we sure your digital dice aren't loaded?
My dice are super weighted in the virtual world. Okay.
Oh!
When that glaive struck you, it felt like some dark energy was seeping into your body, but you're able to resist it with your fortitude. And you're okay at
I
the
can
moment.
roll 20s too.
Doya, you're up.
It's time for some wild shaping.
Okay, you form into this giant wolf next to Lulu, which actually startles her as she flutters away slightly.
And
Scared
I
her, man.
will attempt to leap on top of these barrels and go for an attack.
Okay, you'll get a +1 because Hayes is also engaged with this target. To your attack.
I also have pack tactics. Did that link properly?
It did. You have
like it.
advantage.
So I have advantage on this.
And a +1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, would it count? Well, yeah.
Now we want to roll a bite.
Okay, that is gonna hit as you latch on to this bearded devil for, what is that, piercing damage?
Piercing damage 8.
Rip his beard off.
That's the plan.
Okay, as you bite into his skin, you can feel with your wolf maw that you're having a hard time gripping all the way through his skin. It's almost like he's resisting your damage a little bit.
That's an awesome band name.
Wolfmaw?
Wolfmaw.
You do anything else, Doya?
That's it.
Does anything else happen when you bite him? I thought there's some wolf thing where like you maybe threw him to the ground or something.
If the target's creature must succeed on DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
There it is. Which he's
Okay.
standing strong still. All right, that's gonna take us to little Lulu. Let's see what she can do, huh? What can she do?
Like be able to cast freaking wish or something.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh boy, okay. Lulu is flying. She can move Jesus, she has a ton of movement. She's much, much more agile than she looks. As she flies over you, Hayes, and Doya, past you, right next to Rhea, as she looks towards this one bearded devil here, and she is going to inhale greatly as she's getting ready to use her trumpet. And when she exhales, she fires out this ear-piercing sound. You see the air rippling in front of her, Elgin, as you look to the side, and it almost hits you, but it seems this is aimed in a cone as it fires out at this devil. Let me roll
Sweet
that.
Jesus.
So this bearded devil needs to make a Constitution savings throw.
For those of us with keen hearing and smell, will that affect us in any form or fashion?
You hear a loud trumpet, but fortunately you're not in the sound waves themselves, so you're okay.
Yeah. I think, yeah, hell, if you were even 600 feet away, you'd probably still hear it pretty good.
Mhm.
So I don't think it would matter.
Okay, let's see. So he failed the save, so he is going to take 18 thunder damage
God!
as she just blasts this dude with sound. He's looking quite hurt now. Afterwards, she pants a little bit, but just stays floating in the air in front of this bearded devil. That's gonna be the end of her turn, which will bring us to round 2. Stab, you're up again.
All right. I'm gonna fire another warning shot. All right. Stab is like, man, what are these fuckers doing in hell? You don't fucking just come to hell for no reason. But whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to my over here. This man right here. And go ahead and lash at him with my rapier.
All right.
Yikes.
That will miss. He shoves the swing off with his glaive.
Not his
All
beard.
right.
His beard's next if he misses again.
Gonna go for the where the fuck is my short sword? There it is. And then just gonna do a combo. Oh shit. Man, I'm way better at doing warning shots, man. I should have stuck to what I'm good with.
You swipe with your short sword, but you overestimate your swing, or underestimate your swing. As you swing in, you stumble forward and almost right into this guy, who will absolutely take advantage of it as his beard lashes out and cuts you for 6 damage. And I need you to make a Constitution savings throw.
All right. And these guys suck. Come on. Oh, it's up here. Fuck, I was looking at the other things.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
You feel nothing. You know this. He was trying to do something to you, but you don't feel a damn thing.
Oh shit, I feel so good. That Elgin feels good. He's no longer poisoned.
Is that the end of your turn, Stab?
Oh, yeah, that's all I can do. Stab
right.
is here at least.
Hayes, you're surrounded by enemies. Well, no, you're surrounding enemies. What are you doing?
I am going to. Let me look at this real quick. Okay. I'm going to kind of put my palms together like that, as though I'm summoning the Dragon Zord. And I'm going to aim a 3rd level Thunder Wave. Kind of back. I'm going to kind of position myself a little bit to the side of him when I do this.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to make a... Where is it? Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That is going to succeed, but
Whoa.
he still takes some damage here.
Ooh.
God damn.
So he's going to take 10 thunder damage, but he will not be knocked back.
Okay, watching Lulu, you decide to follow suit and fire off this massive sound wave at him that looks like it damaged him as best as it could. It looked quite effective.
And then I am going to swirl up the winds beneath me.
Wait. Oh, was that was not a cone attack, that was a cube attack, right?
It was a cube, but it's a cube in front of me, not around me.
Okay.
Why does he take 10 damage when it says 21?
Does he say?
He succeeded his saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of times when someone if they succeed a save, a lot of times they'll say on a success they take half damage, and it's half damage what rounded down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Always round down.
Yeah.
And then I will have the winds carry me away.
Okay, you kick up
And
these
the
hot
finger.
winds. What you doing with your finger?
I'm giving him the finger as I float back.
You kick up these hot winds beneath you as you float back away from him while flipping him a bird. It looks like he tried to swipe at you, but you weren't even there to hit by the time you floated back.
End of turn.
Elgin, you are up, buddy.
Yes.
You're poisoned with some beard poison right now, but you're still good to go.
Okay. Well, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go for the attack again. I'm gonna try and see if I can. I'm going after this guy. With the Heavens Fall Mace, and wow, I'm rolling dodge.
That will actually barely miss him. As your swing was even a bit slower than the other guy you struck at, but this Bearded Devil seems a bit slower, as you almost nailed him, but just barely missed.
Then.
Oh wait! You have a +1 because Lulu is within range of him.
Oh,
That'll hit.
well then there you have it. So yeah, he's does he have any? Well, I don't know. I know he has resistances, but I'm assuming he's some kind of a fiend of some sort.
He is
so
he
he's
is
gonna
definitely a fiend.
Okay, he's gonna eat some radiant damage then. So he's taking 3 radiant, 7 bludgeoning.
Okay. So you're able to just barely catch him on the side with this mace. As it slams into him for a good chunk of damage here. Not so much the contact itself from your mace, but the after effect of the radiant energy seeping into him looks like was quite effective.
Awesome.
That would be... There we go. Anything else?
You know what? Since I actually did hit him, you know what? I'm gonna give him a little extra dose since I'm gonna use my divine smite.
Oh.
Is what I think is gonna wind up happening here. Yep. So give me extra 3.
All right, takes an extra 3, which is just see this radiant energy flowing through him, burning him. He's barely able to keep his ground, but he's still up.
All right, and that is it for me.
All right, next up we have some NPCs going, starting with one of our bearded devils, specifically the one you were fighting. This bearded devil looks to you.
Oh,
and then,
wait a minute. I forgot. I attacked twice.
Wait, are you saying you didn't do one of your attacks?
Yeah, I only attacked once. I keep forgetting I can attack twice.
Oh, you caught it just in time. Go ahead and swing again.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah, that's definitely going to connect. And that's actually going to be enough, because it looks like he was about to beard you and stab Lulu, but as he was trying to, you were like, you know what, why not one more? And just came up with your backhand and just crashed him right across the jaws. It unhinges. He spins around and falls to the floor, dead.
Can I turn around as he explodes into sparks and do like a cool like pose? Just go like,
Now he's just going to be a corpse for now. He ain't going to no exploding. But that's going to take us.
That is my action. Yeah.
Not his turn anymore because he's dead. That's actually going to take us to the woman standing in the background here, protecting her these kids. And she is going to... Actually, no. She's not going to trust herself to do that. It looks like she starts reaching for her bow, but she is just standing there watching like a hawk at everything happening, making sure that these kids stay put and stay safe. Which will take us to Rhea. Rhea will proceed to get in between Elgin and Stab here and fight this bearded devil. She's going to start taking some swings with her long sword, using the old multi-tack. As she swings down twice.
Ooh.
And she just cuts both times with her blade for... God, she is always rolling so well.
It's because you roll for her.
Yeah,
A
that's what I was
lot of
gonna say.
damage. It looks like she was struggling to cut completely through the flesh of this bearded devil, though, but she definitely got some good hits in there.
I'll fix that next turn.
Let's see, so that would put him at...
I like the confidence.
There we go.
I don't know. It's not a fight until our paladin goes down.
That'll take us to
Yeah,
some more bearded devils.
If our paladin doesn't go unconscious, is it really a fight?
That's how
I mean,
it's been
hey,
so far.
Hey, at least I'm still here. We.
Let's not take such hard shots in the middle of our hell battle as the
Good thing
bearded
we're
devil
now.
assesses its targets. Looks and sees two chain and heavy armored foes and then one wearing leather, and immediately turns its gaze to you, Stab,
Yeah, come in.
as he is going to lash out with his beard at you, which
Yay, that hits.
will strike you for 10 beard damage. And I need you to make a Constitution savings throw. Oh, Elgin, make one of those as well.
Oh yeah, I was just about to. I failed.
You still feeling poison. Oh, okay. So you just try to move out of the way as quickly as you can, as the full brunt of the beard damage doesn't connect. You only take 5 damage, but I still need a Constitution savings throw.
Okay.
Good uncanny dodge. That's using that stuff.
Shit.
Yo.
That will barely fail. You are poisoned.
Bitch!
You cannot regain health for the next minute. You can repeat the savings throw at the end of your next turn. But he ain't
Sorry
done with
about
you.
I had a single gnat flying around my room all night. I finally just got him.
Damn.
Whoa, there's some speaker feedback there. That's from the glaive. The glaive struck you as electrical energy courses through your body. An 18 does hit you, correct? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it hits you.
You talking to me?
No, that's stab.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we moved devils yet.
Stab, you take 13 slashing damage, and I need another Constitution savings throw from you. Uh-oh, did we lose Stab's mic? You there, Stab? Okay,
We
you
lost
there?
his mic.
Yeah, your
he's got
mic's
no
gone. You had some feedback, and you may have pulled your stuff loose. But you... What's the DC? Oh, look, you succeeded. You definitely felt some necrotic energy try to seep into you from this glaive strike, but you're barely able to resist its effects. You're still okay for the time being, minus the beard poison. But that's going to end his turn, which will bring us to another bearded devil. That sees this massive wolf, starts cursing it, and just stabbing into it with beard and glaive. Hey, you're back.
Hey.
That beard definitely ain't connecting. But that glaive is for 9 slashing damage, and I need a Constitution savings throw, Doya.
9 damage and a con save.
Okay, that succeeds. You're okay. Your wolf blood resists the effect. Which actually brings us to you, Doya.
Hold on, Jamie. Sorry. I couldn't. I don't know how much damage I took the last time.
I got you,
What
buddy.
was it?
You took... looks like 9 slashing damage was what you should have taken from the glaive.
Okay, I was on the floor.
That's all right. All right, Doya.
I'm going for a bite.
Oh, all right. That definitely hits as you clamp down on him again. It looks like it should be for 14 damage. Again, it doesn't look like you were able to bite him as hard as you wanted to, but you definitely did some damage again.
And let's see a DC 13 strength save.
Yes, sir. We can do that.
There we go.
This guy's made of muscles as he stays standing.
This dude is
I will
strong.
use some of my movement. I want to sort of move this way. I think I can smell some blood on Hayes, so I want to try to block.
Okay. That's going to take us to Lulu. Which,
Your sense of smell would be correct.
she flies up behind this bearded devil, and she is going to use her tusks as she leans in, trying to just cut this bearded devil with her tiny tusks. Which might hit. It will. This is the kind of
Giant
slow
wolf
one.
is there.
Well, yeah, it'd be a 15 with you, but yeah, that would hit. She stabs into this bearded devil for 1 damage.
Fuck yeah. Lulu.
MVP.
Look at Lulu being useful.
Yeah.
Stab. We're back on you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go fucking stab this motherfucker. Boom.
That is gonna hit. As you cut into him with your rapier for 20 damage. That's pretty good.
Is he dead?
He is not dead. When you cut into him, you notice your rapier as you're piercing through him. It's hard to push all the way through, and it just doesn't feel as effective. But you definitely still did some damage to him.
Fuck. All right, well, I'm gonna slide to the other side of him, ninja style. Fucking try to get him.
You
With
just
my
drop to
short
the
sword.
ground and momentum behind him, like just
Yeah,
propel.
that's right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Unless you're gonna bone me, Jamie.
No. You can do that. You're good. You're good.
I'm gonna slide underneath his fucking beardy ass feet, do his slash to his balls as I slide underneath him, like I'm changing my car's oil.
Oh, the classic.
And then I'm gonna feel lucky and just fuck it, because that's a bad place. Like underneath his balls. Come on now.
It's a pretty bad place.
Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. Fuck!
I'm afraid.
Another lucky. Another lucky.
Oh, another lucky? Okay.
Another lucky. Just fucking fall down. Alright, there we go. We'll stay
Okay,
there.
that one will hit him as you you catch his inner thighs and not his scrotum with your short sword as you slide up beneath him as you cut him for 9 piercing damage. Which again looks like you didn't cut as deep as you wanted to with that swipe.
Ah,
That's the end of your turn.
lame. It's the end of my turn.
All right, Hayes.
Looking at this bearded devil, I'm going to back up another couple steps. But I'm just going to kind of walk backwards as I do this, and I'm going to summon a hand up from the briny deep and cast Chill Touch on this dude. It's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
He's going to take 10 necrotic damage. And it cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay, this hand slams into him, and it looks like it did its full effect to him as he takes necrotic damage. Stab, make a Constitution savings throw, by the way.
What?
Just to get rid of your effect. You forgot to do it at the end of your turn.
Oh, what was the Constitution?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you still got the beard poison.
So
Hey,
sick.
what else you doing?
I think that's actually going to end my turn.
All right, Elgin. Oh.
I'll use some sorcery points to get a spell slot back, but that's it.
Okay, Elgin, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple of swings. Let's see.
Ooh.
And there's the damage for that one.
Oh, that rolled weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's the first time it's done it.
No, but that definitely hits.
Alright, so there's that one, and there's another one.
Well, this guy's looking super hurt. It's gonna be.
He's not dead yet? Jeez.
He's about to be.
No, after that,
because-
he's barely standing.
I'm gonna, and as I do so, I'm gonna reach over, since Ray is standing right next to me. And after I finish attacking this guy, I'm going to place one hand on her blade. And whoops, not do that. It just keeps doing it, whatever, anyway. I'm gonna cast Magic Weapon. There you go.
Okay. As you touch her blade, it starts to glow this bright white light. It illuminates over it just with a flash, as it seems to have some sort of aura attached to it now.
And I tell her, go for the jugular.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is it.
She is going to do just that. As this woman and the kids are still ducking over off to the side, Rhea raises her now gleaming sword and goes to strike this bearded devil. There we go. She's gonna seal the deal hard, it seems, as she Jesus just lays into
God.
this thing with this magical sword. And just strikes it down with fury with an Elgin's magic. Holy shit. This thing is obliterated onto the ground.
Now, can we both turn around as sparks explode out of the ground behind us, and we just kind of put our fist on our hips and just kind of go like, yeah.
Sure. After that magical blow, a few sparks do come off this guy as his corpse just fizzles a bit. You turn around and pose heroically with Rhea. That's the end of her turn, though. Which actually brings us to another enemy, because one's still up. It's in slight panic mode, but it is going to do the only thing it knows to do, and it's going to lash out at everything around it. It's going to try to hit Lulu with its beard first. Let's see if that happens. It doesn't. As it does, Lulu's able to just quickly swoop off to the side and avoid this blow completely. And he turns and swings his glaive over to you, Doya. Which will crit
Oh.
for 17 slashing damage. And I need a Constitution savings throw.
Oh yeah, speaking of.
Okay, you are no longer poisoned, Elgin. And Dire Wolf Doya, you're A-okay. No one's been affected by the glaive poison. It's really good. And yeah, he'll stand his ground. He thinks he's a champion. He'll be able to kill everybody. Doya!
Well, now that I've been battered and beaten a little bit, we're going to go ahead and again use pack tactics. And we're going to do bite.
You clamp down onto this devil again. He has so many wolf teeth holes all up and down his arms as you bite down again. Muscles will try to stay standing, however, as he tries to resist again. He just stays standing, not being dragged to the ground.
That's it for me.
Okay. Lulu. Lulu will keep it simple. Try to save her ammunition and start just tusking this guy repeatedly. Which will hit, as she does 2 damage this time to him. And she'll keep floating behind him. Stab, you're up again.
All right. Let's see this thing. 5, 10, 20. All right, I'm just going to run mosey up over here. Just going to stab him, man. Just going to stab him.
Stay true to that name,
My
man.
rapier. Yeah. It did not do it. There we go. Fuck.
Poor stab. Yeah, you go to stab, and you as you're running up, it's almost like you didn't thrust forward fully. As you're coming in from the side to stab, and you catch a barrel You catch a barrel right next to you, actually. As you pierce into this barrel and your rapier gets jammed, you take your bonus action to pull it out.
Okay, fuck that rapier. I'm just gonna go for the short sword swing.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Is it gonna get in the barrel too, JB?
No, he's
You got two fucking weapons in the barrel.
he's able to dodge the short sword.
Okay, I'm not gonna fucking use my last lucky.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Be like, well, fuck it, and then I'm just gonna end my turn.
All right. Hayes, you're up. Oh, make
Okay.
another roll for me. Stab. Constitution
yeah.
saving. You're no longer poisoned.
Cool. Was I supposed to be taking damage, or I just can't heal?
You just can't heal.
Okay.
I will look to the ground and pick up the first piece of rock, stone, wood, whatever,
Plenty
and I
of
will
debris.
levitate it up and catapult it towards this bearded devil. It needs to make a dex save.
All right. It is saving on some dex.
Jesus Christ. It dodges.
Okay. This I'll say it's a sharp piece of this crate, as it just flies right past him and shatters into this building to the northwest.
Okay. I will end my turn.
All right, Elgin,
Yes.
you're up.
Well, so this barrel here that's holding. I'm assuming this. I can't get through that.
Yeah, you would have to climb over the barrel, which is broken and might break while you climb it, and it has a rapier through it.
Oh yeah. Nah. I guess I'm. Well, you know what? How's this guy looking?
It's looking pretty beat up.
What can I? Oh, you know what? I can do something. Since he's beat up pretty bad, let's take a chance. Let's we're gonna do Toll of the Dead. Let's. Where'd you go? There you are. And yes, he is missing health assists. He's gonna take 21 necrotic damage unless he can make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Yay!
Wisdom is one of his lower stats. He fails. As you ding this invisible, dark, energetic bell, his ears start pouring out this black ooze as he drops his glaive, grasps his head in pain, falls down unconscious. Oh, dead. I should say dead. Dead on the ground.
Yeah.
And that was our last enemy, which will allow
Stand
me
over the top of him like a linebacker.
to take us out of combat. This woman, seeing this last devil get felled, gets up and runs over in all of your directions, says, "Strangers, adventurers, you, thank you so much."
Yes, not the problem. Do you mind me asking what you're doing here, how you got here?
We were hiding out. We were hoping to get food or something. We ran out of supplies. And these damn devils are everywhere.
What do you mean you... How long have you been here?
I don't know. It feels like a week, maybe longer. I don't know. It could have been. And she looks to the children. Children, think. How long? Do you know? Both of them shake their heads at her. She turns back.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
She turns back to you, Hayes, and says, "It's like time works differently here. I don't know, but where we were had very little to begin with."
What does the name El Terrell mean to you?
This is El Terrell.
I'll look over to Elgin and Stab and Doya and just be like, shake my head like, yeah, that tracks.
Wolf Doya.
Sounds about right.
Are they doing that creepy
So-
twin thing where they do everything at the same time?
They're not
That's
doing
what
the
I was thinking.
creepy chin
They're like
thing.
nodding.
So you were in the city when it.
Aye, and
Can
many
you
did.
describe it?
I can. The ground quaked. The building started to crumble. An earthquake happened. The city rose to the sky. And the next thing we knew, it was pulled here. Many died along the way, being crushed, torn apart by what was immediately waiting. Just. She looks back to the kids and kind of changes her demeanor a bit and says, It was terrible. More have even died the days since. From the attacks of these things, lack of food and water, and instability of the land.
And how did you manage to survive for so long?
We were lucky enough to be at a tavern at the time. We hid in the basement and lived off what supplies we had with whoever else was there. Eventually, when that ran out, I wasn't just going to stay there with my family and starve or whatever else the other people there were going to do. We took our chances out here.
I'm gonna lean over to Rhea and ask, just kind of quietly, should we tell her how long it's been?
As you whisper that, Rhea turns to you to answer, but gets interrupted. The woman responds with, We were hoping, the High Overseer of El Torello's Thavius Krieg. We were hoping he was working on a plan to rescue everyone and drive away the devils. If he's still alive, the Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard may be there as well.
We don't want to be the...
About that.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I'm not sure what anything you could say could make... She looks around. This any worse?
Thavius Krieg is the reason you're here.
And for what it's worth, for better or worse, we're the reinforcements?
True. And Thavius Krieg is dead. He took his own life, as all cowards do.
She looks down, a bit distraught, and just looks back a bit at the children, and then looks towards you. Almost instantly recomposing herself as she says, I do not know about the politics or of the city or anything. If Krieg's the reason this happened and you're here now, that means you discovered something and you were sent to help the people here, yes?
Something like that.
Then please help us get to High Hall. If anything, if there's anywhere safe, it has to be there. The city is damn near cracked in two. There's everyone here from what I've heard from the survivors on the eastern side is way worse. But if we can make it to the western wing and get to the High Hall, maybe we have a chance.
Can we see that High Hall place from here?
You can. It actually towers on a large plateau. Actually, I might be able to get you a good look what it looks like here.
I'll look to her and say, I assume you mean that, and I'll just point to the giant tower lumbering over us.
As you point to it, she nods and says, Aye, the High Hall. And here's what it looks like. This is kind of an overhead view. You guys can't see it this clearly, but you can make out a lot of detail of it.
Whoa.
Great picture.
Yeah, let me get your tokens over here. Hold on.
Also, while this is going on, can I
So
make a
dark.
perception check for maybe reinforcements for these demons?
That's what it looks like.
Hmm.
Sure.
Just say, after what Lulu did, hell, any fiend within 600 feet will probably come running.
Excuse me. Would that be hearing or anything like that?
What are you trying to do? You trying to listen for enemies, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, we made a bit of noise. If something's coming, we'll probably hear it before we see it.
Sure. Make a perception check. And go ahead and do it with advantage because you're listening in. Or are you using... Is it with sight at all?
I want to focus on hearing and smell because I'm a dire wolf.
Okay. That'll be really hard to do with given the circumstances of lightning crackling around you, that sphere up there pulsing, random earthquakes, all that business. So listening for just the sound of something approaching will be really difficult. But you could do it with advantage. It'll just be difficult.
Because I'm a dire wolf. And let's actually make the roll. Why didn't not make
I'm
the roll?
assuming that like the lightning and shit in the sky and there's a decent amount of ambient noise around here.
Oh, yeah.
And with all the fires and crumbling buildings and stuff.
Doya, you hear pretty much everything I just described, and you're listening intently for anything. It sounds like maybe just something not falling apart, and maybe something shuffling or moving. And you're almost positive it sounded like something crashing through some things inside this house to the east.
I would like to snarl in that general direction.
Okay. You all see Doya start snarling over at
What is it, boy?
this
What is
house in this area here.
Did Jimmy
Can you
fall
talk
down
in
the
your
well?
wolf?
I
The-
can't.
The woman looks at the wolf
Was
and
that Doya?
starts getting frightened because you're actually snarling. You have to be snarling like kind of past her. As she steps away and says, my name also is Harkina. Harkina Hunt.
Excuse our friend's manners. He's trying to warn us of something.
What?
I'll look over in that direction that he's snarling and try to see if I can make anything out with my special eyes.
Just looking at the house, you see burning. A burning building right now. And a bit of wood on fire. You don't really see anything in there, but make a perception check for me. Let's have you just squint
Are we looking
eyes.
at this building right here to the east?
Yes.
Okay. Perception?
And as you do that, Rhea actually draws her sword and steps forward a few paces.
I'll step back as I'm looking. I want to turn around, and is there just like a front door or like a spot where a front door used to be?
Yeah, there's a door dangling off the front.
I'd like to shoot a ray of frost in that area and just I want to try to just make a Home Alone style ice slick ground there. If I need to do it a few times while I'm walking back, I will.
Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls for me. Let's say you fire off twice.
Okay.
While this is happening, Lulu actually flies up to Harkina and says, "Oh, hello, I'm Lulu. Nice to meet you." In which Harkina looks at the creature and just says, "Hello." And Hayes, you fire off that frost at that door, and it makes the entryway quite slick. And as soon as you fire off those 2 shots, something comes bursting out. But I'm gonna have it make a dexterity saving throw. Because it might be slipping.
I wanna ruin this thing's grand entrance, whatever it is. I don't care if it's friend or foe.
What's your normal DC? 16?
16. Yeah.
Okay, this thing came bursting out, but slides onto its ass as it hits the ground.
Is he the shock master?
But the moment it comes running out, bursting through partially destroyed walls, more of these things start coming out all at once.
All sliding on top of each other like a slip and slide?
No, they're not coming through the door. They're breaking through the wall.
Oh.
And that's not the only ones. To the north now, you see more of these things popping out, almost as like they're trying to capitalize on the situation now.
Oh,
A
shit.
few more appear.
Good boy.
As you see loads of ghouls centering on your position. And I think it's a little early, but that's where we're going to call it for the evening.
Big fight.
Didn't even get to loot the body.
Yeah, this one will take a bit. But we'll loot bodies and fight next time, buddy. Unless y'all want to go till like 11:30 or later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm not down for that tonight.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's a
buddy.
combat situation this late.
Mhm. You
Even
guys,
if we run.
you guys just saved a family, though. Look at that. And
I don't
Anything
trust that
more?
family.
maybe or maybe not there happen to be just ghouls in those buildings waiting for the devils to go away, and then someone dealt with them and they're like, okay, now's our opportunity. I mean, who knows, right?
Deal with these damn ghouls then now too.
That's right, they're gonna be nothing. No problem. I don't want this spooky music playing while we're talking right now, so I'm gonna make it our chill Baldur's Gate music. So,
Yeah.
you guys made it to Avernus. Look at that. You got to ride griffins. You met an otter. You know
It's
an
hot.
elephant.
And
So I
we
feel
whipped
like-
maths.
Big went to SeaWorld today, man. He met a dolphin. He got to eat ice cream. That's what it sounds like he said.
Yeah,
It
we
was very
uh,
exciting.
we went right to it, huh? Oh, and you have a map of Avernus. So
Yay.
once you're done with this place, whatever, you know, you got locations on down the down low, maybe, right? So yeah, how do y'all feel about your situation?
It's hot.
It's
It
very
is-
hot, yeah.
It is
Be
very
fine.
hot. I haven't gotten an opportunity to fully explain how truly this area feels yet. Plus, someone happens to have a thing that was hoping to get to Avernus and then have some things happen on their back that has not had a chance to happen yet because things are going down so quick. Maybe that'll happen next
Yeah,
time.
We kind of hit the ground running about as soon as we got here.
Mm-hmm,
Well, there's hell. So
Yeah, that's true. You stand still too long, I imagine your feet catch fire.
It's possible. There's a lot of bad things about this place that y'all start discovering real soon. But for now, it's time to be heroes. Save as many people as you can and get the high haul, right?
You're
great.
All right. Well, unless anyone has any of their own announcements, I'm about to drop some closing statements for us here. Y'all got anything? Anyone want to talk about something?
I'll
Jimmy
be
J.
probably streaming New World tomorrow night.
Oh, cool. All right. I will probably be there, part of that. So I look forward to maybe playing New World. I don't know. We kind of suck at getting our friends together. There's so many people hyped for
I
it.
made an executive decision.
Yeah, that's what we got to do, man. Sometimes we don't have a choice.
I
But,
forgot that came out tomorrow.
Yeah, you can preload it right now if you download it or buy it. You can install it right now. I might do. I don't know. But anyway, closing statements. Thanks everybody for watching
What up,
our
Jim?
Dungeons and Dragons Descent into Avernus game. We do this every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We have another game we do every Thursday night at 7 Central Standard
There you
Time. Rhyme of the
Got it.
Frost Maiden, ran by Mr. Moose over there. I get to play an awesome wizard during those escapades. And we have a third game officially starting this Wednesday at the strange time of 8:30 p.m. Central. It doesn't have an official name because everyone they've given me, I've absolutely vetoed so far. But
What'd she
I'm
say?
thinking she said I hate their name, and she's absolutely correct. So
Can we get a sneak peek of names?
I'm thinking of deadly performance checks. That's what I was thinking of calling it because they're kind of like an acting troupe. So, you know, performance check or die, one of those deals. So it's a work in progress. I don't know. You don't want to hear their names. Or maybe you do. You know what? Screw it. I'll go ahead and tell you because they're probably watching right now. I want to roast them while they know. So one of their names was 2.5 elves. They have a human, a halfling, and an elf, and like maybe a half elf, I think. So that made no sense. Taverns and Tieflings was another one. There's no Tiefling in the group. Not one.
Okay.
What was another one? Go ahead, tell me another one, Kim. I told them to dumb 2.5. So yeah, that's it. It's those two so far. That's what they've given me. So
2 elves, 2 cups.
no. I need a name, damn it, for my Wednesday thing. So I'll be thinking on that. Moose, I'm probably gonna harass you tomorrow, maybe to help me come up with transitions, because right now I just have a hellish Avernus transition form. I was gonna use it still, just for time being, but if we can work on something, that'd be cool. I'd appreciate it. Be nice.
We'll talk after the stream.
Cool. All right. Well, everybody, that's all the info we got for now. So Come back tomorrow.
Also, go Cowboy.
Come back tomorrow if you want to see some New World action. Otherwise, we'll see you Wednesday with my new D&D party, and we'll get to see what they're all about. All right. Thanks again for being here. Y'all have a good evening.
Bye-bye.